And just because, when this chapter blows up and it doubles and there's like, 50 people in here and everybody just making thousands of dollars every week, you might have to take that 10 minutes down to 5 minutes, because it's, everybody has to be able to get through it. So they, instead of just saying the 10 minute, because it could be 5 minutes, it's the feature presentation. So I want to dive into it. I want to go into it. I want you all to be rock stars when it comes to your 10-minute presentation. And hopefully my computer wants us to be rock stars too. All right, so we're up, we're running. So I'm gonna be brief. I don't think I'm gonna use the whole 10 minutes, but we're gonna, the whole point of that 10-minute presentation is to do what?
To showcase your company.
Okay, that's one thing. What else?
Get referrals.
Get referrals. Anything else? Educate. Okay, so you do your 10-minute. You've got people in here. One thing that we had to get over. Everybody's good with public speaking, right? Everybody's good. We get up. We're excited. If it's a room of 2 people or 500 people, no nerves, nothing, right?
Right.
Okay, so we understand. Public speaking is a thing, but the more you do it, I'm not gonna say you don't get nervous, but the more you do it, the better you'll get, and it's just important. So that's a part of it. So your outline. Now, anybody knows what's going on right now. Your outline of your presentation, she broke it up into what? How many points? Anybody know Steph Curry? There we go. 3 points, Steph Curry, all right? So for those who are in the NBA, all right, 3 points. That's a good idea. Does it have to be 3 points? No, it could be 2, it could be 4, but it would be a good idea to say, you know what, let me do 3, because you only got 10 minutes. And 10 minutes can go quick. I'm down to 7 already, so you want to go. So you're an expert. Every one of you in here in your field, you are an expert. So put it out there. But remember, you got to have key points when it comes to that. But you are the expert in what you do. When you stand up here, you are the expert. Okay. So let's talk about the introduction. Mark introduced me. One thing is you only have 10 minutes. To maximize that, you want to make sure that the person that introduced you has some good information. So you don't even have to worry about that. If you're in a certain field, they need to talk about that. You shouldn't have to use your 10 minutes to go back into your presentation and your introduction. You should go right into your presentation. You don't want to waste that time. You want to maximize it. That's another 2 or 3 minutes that you can use that. So make sure that in that introduction, you have that information. Handouts. Now, I don't have handouts, so I need to practice what I preach. But handouts are a good thing to have. Okay? It's good to have handouts. Good thing to have handouts. All right. You want to talk about you. You want to talk about you. We need to know about you. Remember, when you do that 10 minutes, you tend to have people in the room that are guests. They don't know who you are. You're doing this presentation, yeah, there's a little trust, but it's okay to talk about you. Now, Mark mentioned some things in the introduction. It's good to put something out there. I think the next time I do a 10 minute, I might talk about me a little bit more, but this is about you, not about me. So, but yeah, it's okay to talk about. So, I'm a Gen Xer, so I would think for Gen Xers and probably some boomers, if there was a room full of people and they asked who was the heavyweight, who said they were the heavyweight greatest in the all time, if there was one name that would be mentioned, who would that be?
Mike Tyson.
I say he's the greatest, or he said himself.
He said he was the greatest.
Muhammad Ali.
And then a lot of times, I bet you if you Google it, which I did Google it, there's one person that comes up to the top. Was there ever like an award for the greatest? Was there a competition for the greatest? He said it. So you need to talk about you. Okay? You need to talk about you. You are the expert. So be excited when you get up here. Okay? Be excited about what it is that you do, because you are the expert. Talk about what you do. Surface. That's that next point. You went into you. Talk about what you do. How you help. That's really important. Okay? It's not always the best to go into great detail. When you go into great detail, that's your one-to-one. That's your one-to-one. Or someone asks after the meeting, they have questions. You don't want to go into great detail. Yeah, well, you're salespeople, but the whole idea is just to know enough. So you say, you know what? I can tell you a little bit, but I got someone who can help you. So let's get them on the phone. If I want a newspaper article, I don't need to know the prices and the demographic of everybody. I know, hey, I'm gonna get Michelle on the phone, and she's gonna hook you up. She's going to take, but I know enough because Michelle has educated me enough to know that, Black Observer is the place you need to be. You need to feature yourself in there. Okay, I know enough, and I know enough to tell that. So you need to know. You need to just let people know enough. How can they help? Who it is that they help? Call to action. You gotta have a call to action. Gotta have a call to action. You want to have a call to action. What's the call to action? Your ask, just like you do in your 60-second, but be more specific. Okay, who you help. Referral partners. Referral partners, I can't emphasize enough about referral partners. When we joined BNI, and I think I had that idea, I'm going to pitch everybody in there, okay? No, you want to go beyond that. You want to go beyond that. Who is that person at that bank that you want to connect to? Who is somebody, on campus? If you can get specific, I have seen in this group and other groups, if you know a name, hey, I'm trying to get to know this person. You never know who's related to who. But you want in your presentation, you want to have that act. The point of this presentation is for me or the person that's up here is to educate on who the connection is. Yes, you go into your business, but the most important part of your feature presentation is that little bit about what you do and the action that you want everybody to take. This is what I need you to do. I am looking for attorneys. I'm looking for attorneys. I need everyone to link me with attorneys, or even more specific, attorneys that work with parents that need to make sure that they have their wills taken care of, because if something happens to them, okay? I don't know how many attorneys do that, but you want to make sure that call to action is in there, okay? All right. It's okay to be nervous. Doing this 10 minutes, it is okay to be nervous. It's okay. It is okay. There's nothing wrong. Get to do 10 minutes. Take a break if something's going on, but just know that it's okay to be nervous. Okay, here's some resources. These are Rotary Club should not have been on there on their presentation, but that's okay. You can go. This is a good place to network. But these episodes on the podcast, the BNI Podcast, are very good episodes to listen to if you want tips on how to do your feature presentation, how to improve your feature presentation. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay. Questions. So if I had no questions, that means I just did so good. Katie, you look about to ask something? No. Okay.
Who would you say is the greatest?
Oh, we're going to. Well, you know what? I never forget growing up. We would go over my cousin's dentist's house because we didn't have cable growing up. My parents just didn't believe in cable. They had cable, so they had pay-per-view every time the fight came on. But it was always about the start, because when Tyson fought, once the fight start, that was it. Like 1 round, 2 rounds was over. So it's like going there. We know the food was gonna be good, the ribs were gonna be good, the rib tips, the popcorn, just that whole experience. But I just think about all the fights. But my dad was a huge Muhammad Ali, so just to hear him talk about Muhammad Ali. But Tyson, boy, I don't know.
I agree. It was 2 rounds, that was it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It was about the ribs,
right? Because if you got there when the fight started, that was it. You just missed the whole thing. Yeah, it was. So from my experience when it came to fight, I'll never forget that. Just going over the house and like, man, we about to get some food and see a good fight, even though it's gonna be 5 seconds.
Would you recommend always having like a presentation, or at least a handout, having something visual for people?
Visual is good.
Always?
Visual is good. I would like to like an air conditioner fan up in here, like, hey,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Visual is good. Hey, even if it's about money, just some cash on the table, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Visual is good.
Okay.
Visual is good. A newspaper article that a customer said just did so great, or a good example of a newspaper article. Yes, visuals are good. Definitely.
I think I have a question.
Yeah, bring in the cat. We wouldn't, a dog or a cat. Yeah.
Jenny? So say like we're a relatively small group, so you may present once every 3 or 4 months.
Right.
Like, how do you keep things
fresh.
Like, I could go like really deep into what we do, but no, not that you're not going to get it or that
Right.
it's not interesting,
Right.
but like you want to keep it relatively surface, but then if you say the same thing time and time again, people are like,
Well, I think you can't, there's a lot, even in your industry, there are a lot of different facets, there are a lot of different things about your industry. You may touch on, okay, some people may not know you all sit with children that are special needs.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might not know that. They might just think you just do seniors. Mm-hmm. So you may address another area that you didn't, all of you, I bet I can find 5 or 6 different areas that you haven't touched. Mm-hmm. So touch, hey, special needs. What are special needs? I might not know. You don't have to, I wouldn't go deep into it, but the fact that you bring it up, because somebody might have already thought, just seniors. I don't know any seniors. I don't know anybody that needs seniors, but I do know someone that has special needs. Okay, so did that help?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
y'all are doing, y'all are educating people on,
dementia?
yeah. Like that really intrigued me, to know more about that. That would be, to me, like a great.
Yeah, but be surface. I don't need to know, the symptoms of special needs and how someone gets special needs and how they walk and how they think and the psychological standpoint and the theory of it. I just need to know, special. We deal with special needs, and if you know parents that are challenging with that, and you can look for special needs at these organizations and that, it's real surface. So we get an understanding.
Okay.
So did anybody know they took care of special needs children? Everybody knew that?
I
didn't think about it.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.